Welcome back, my friends, to more Disco Elysium. The last episode was absolutely nuts. But one thing that did happen is my horrific necktie went out in a blaze of glory, saving everybody else. So, I do need to put another tie on. I forgot to do that. So, I think I'm going to go with this one. That 8-eyed Terratorn tie. Let's put it on. Very good. And then my hand is empty here. Let me put on the other gun. I like the dual wielding guns here. And then let's get started. Start investigating. Nearly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. You see gleaming white enamel, no bottles inside. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Interesting. The Stereo 8 player has been reunited with the right speaker. Anything in the mirror?
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
Nothing more with the mirror. Let me go into Kim's room. Medicinal supplies on the cupboard. Merichrome, a scalpel, antibiotics. The alarm is set for 6:50.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. Point to yourself.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go. I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loitering in this room. Let's go.
Okay, so nothing else here. I can't go out the front door. I have to go out my own door. Let me check the balcony. I think Gart was on the balcony, at least during the battle scene. Okay, nothing here. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Nah, I'm gonna keep running. Walking's too slow. I'll be fine. Looks like she left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. See you at the return. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift?
The lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Let me check this medicine cabinet for more drugs.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be in here.
Of course you were. How does that work anyway?
How does what work?
Amphetamine. Does it make you a better detective?
There is little condescension in his phrasing. More measured curiosity. Be honest, he's not grilling you. He just wants to know. Ask if he's ever wanted to take it too.
Honestly, it makes me the detective I am. Have you thought about taking it too?
Maybe I should.
He lets out a little pensive hum, rubbing his shoulder. Man, if I could get Kim hooked on drugs and alcohol like my detective, that'll be a win in my books.
It's not insincere. He's actually given it thought. The beating he took must be more serious than he lets on.
Doesn't the pupils and the gurning jaw, the sweating, doesn't it become tiring after a while?
Nah, man. The jaw grinding and the sweating, that's the best part. Shows the medicine is working.
Right. Thank you for this information. Should we go?
He seems satisfied. She's really cleaned this out.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
The lieutenant nods. Alright, let's go upstairs. A red thread, made of nylon. It leads out of the room onto the roof.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime, the island in the bay.
Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the island?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet, a sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
He looks out the window and onto the bay. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
He stops mid-sentence.
What difference does it make?
This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island? The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant looks into the cold distance across the water.
He is trying to justify it to himself. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
I don't have anything to say. This is just something we have to do, Kim.
I understand.
He will. He has it in him.
I remember an anti-aircraft gun, or the ruins of one on the island, from the coin-operated viewer.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
Kim, let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says,
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the net picker. She's tearing her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Alright, there's the thread. The thread is tied to the antenna. Let me go down this way. See if there's anything new in here. Anything new about the footprints?
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Okay, so nothing new here. Let's move on. Get out of here. Is the pinball machine working again, please?
The machine is dead and silent. It needs serious maintenance before anyone can play again.
Alright, fine. Looks like the cook is gone. Definitely gonna talk to Gert. I was impressed of him up on the balcony. I would think he would run like a coward, but he was actually pretty brave during that whole fiasco.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
It could have used more work after all. I just took a bullet for this place.
Really cool, man. Yeah. Entitlement. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes an entitled person who doesn't know how to say thank you.
His posture changes immediately.
You know, I was about to not mention the petroleum bomb you used to grill that man alive. But since you're a psychopath anyway, fuck it. Nice grilling. Insane, but effective. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. I'm not gonna let you ruin it for him. This establishment supports cops. Even cops like you.
He wags his finger.
He thinks it weak to renege on the courtesy he already decided to pay you. Moral superiority is important to him.
Thank you, sir. And he appreciated the clean room, by the way. He just likes to act like he doesn't.
Well, anyway.
The man clears his throat, not knowing what to say. Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
He looks around the empty place. What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
He shakes his head. Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
He nods, trying to remain aloof.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
If you say it as two different words like that, it sounds like there was something wrong with your ass.
Yeah, well, fuck you too then. You have any more questions or stylistic pronunciation advice?
He's not too offended. The experience has changed something in him.
All right, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
He looks around at the empty establishment. Very cool. Let me talk with him.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Has nothing new for me.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
This guy's the most mysterious one in this whole game. He's been sitting there the whole game saying, you gotta spend money to make money. Okay, good for you, sir. Talk to Titus, of course. This is kind of sad. The room looks a lot more empty.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. There I was, thinking, where are we gonna find a tin opener large enough for those cans? Then Capo Loco shows up and just sets a man on fire. Impressive shit, Copper. None of us would be breathing right now if it wasn't for... I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you.
He pauses, then extends his hands.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
I'm gonna shake his hand. This was a pillow fight compared to the gloaming that is soon at hand. We shall all perish in the coming cleanse.
Okay, Mr. Sunshine. I guess I'd be pretty gloomy, too, had I gotten shot in the ass.
He shakes your hand and smiles. I'm sorry about the people you lost.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed.
His bruised face stiffens.
But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer. An honest tactic, and effective.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
He takes a sip of his beer. They were all good people. I'm sorry it went like that.
Well, yeah. Memento mori. Right.
What does that mean?
It means you might die tomorrow. So live every day like it's your last. Ain't that right, fellas?
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
Or you might die of a heart failure. Or syphilis.
Hey, fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea.
What's going to happen to the Hardy Boys now?
I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows, and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys.
Do you know what happened to Clausier?
Don't know, don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
Even after all that hell, he's still bitter about her?
Titus, after all we've been through, level with me. You really liked her, didn't you?
Nope.
He did.
Same here, man.
He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Any idea what I should do now?
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
He looks at your bandages.
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in Janrock. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
Thank you, Kim, for that.
It sincerely amuses him how hard these guys typecast themselves.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book.
Titus's response is completely unironic. So long, fellows. Be good so I don't have to come back here again.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
He says with a warm smile.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Shamrock. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
He nods to you and then to the lieutenant.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
The RCM could really use a man like you, Titus. Think about it.
I will, capo. That's a promise. Now scoot, because the Hardy Boys got some mourning and drinking to do.
He puts his can down.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed. This town needs you on your feet.
Good point, Bino Claude. We'll keep the vol under 12% tonight.
Hardy looks at his beer. I like those guys. I like Titus. I love the relationship that we've developed with Titus. At first, it was super antagonistic. He was a scumbag. He was confrontational. Didn't trust us at all. And very slowly over the course of the game, we've really come to trust and respect each other. I like that a lot. And I like how slow and deliberate that change was. The hell is that? Un jour je serai de retour. Oh my god, I probably sound like an idiot. De tout. So this is definitely French. Un jour je serai retour de tout. I think that says... Let me zoom out. One day, I will... de retour. One day I will return close to you. I think is what it says. One day I will return close to you.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
One day I will return to your side. Okay, I was pretty close. Yeah, so, I don't know if you guys care, but I speak Portuguese and I speak Spanish, and I've spent a lot of time learning Italian, so I know a lot of the Romance languages. So for a lot of these phrases, I can kind of translate most of them. I also did take a year of French when I was in middle school, way back in the day. I was 12 years old, so I know a little bit of French as well. And there's a lot of similarities between Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, French. So if you know one, you can kind of work your way through the others a little bit anyway.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
The return.
Does this have anything to do with the return or Miss Oranje is waiting for?
Could be. In Revachol West, someone somewhere is always whispering about Le Retour. It's an aerograffito meant for coalition aerostatics in the lower troposphere.
He squints his eyes at the writing.
The return to her side. The return of light.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Step back, Lieutenant. I'm gonna set this on fire with a cigarette.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message.
Disco Elysium.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
So it sounds like the game is directing me towards the island, but I kind of want to do another cleanup episode where I start on one end and make my way to the other, talking with everybody, reinvestigating everything, making sure I'm not missing anything at all.
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire! What kind of a policeman are you?
He looks at the plaza. Firewalker. I walk in the flames. Or actually, let me go with this one. The Herald of the Apocalypse.
Apocalypse? I don't know what this means, officer. I'm sorry, but thank you. I'm here to cooperate any way I can.
He backs away, visibly worried. Bye for now. Oh, I do need to ask about La Puta Madre to my precinct, so let me call them.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Precinct 57. We've been attacked. I repeat, Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi and...
Something is wrong. Only static hisses through the speaker.
Hello?
No reply. Only the mindless drone of static crawling through the air.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations and jamming outward communications to protect themselves from Cronel.
The lieutenant shrugs.
It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. That is, if we don't want us cut off the grid completely.
Isn't that dangerous?
No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope.
He glances over his shoulder.
I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the mercs made things calmer. For now.
He flicks off the radio. Silence.
You can try calling again. Just don't mention the tribunal. And remember, they are listening in.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, everything sounds too okay. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, this is Firewalker. Reconnect me to the 41st.
Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Firewalker, over.
Jules, I've heard that some people think of me as a La Puta Madre's peon. Do you think I'm corrupted?
10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir.
Some talk? What does that even mean, there's been some talk? Do they really think I'm corrupt or not?
I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But there's always some talk in the station. You know how officers in Jamrock are. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over.
So that really didn't answer much for me. 10-10, over?
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
With those words, the cabin becomes silent again, the radio microphone resting on its hook. Let me talk to this guy. Well, actually, let me talk to the doctor. I've been shot, right?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what you get yourself into this time?
The question is followed by the sound of someone taking a long drag. How did you know it was me?
I didn't, but now I do. How's the drinking going?
It's going great. I feel like it's really helping me with the case.
Great. Have a medal. I have an autopsy to attend to. An autopsy of one Chester McLean who died of fish poisoning.
Fucking, I'm not dead. It just hurts, okay?
Doc, someone broke my heart.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her.
Do you know who this person was? Have I told you?
You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a medical professional with a constant idiot emergency on my hands.
One needs tending to right now, he thinks, looking around the room. God, these apes. You hear someone whine in the background. My eye, Doc, my eye.
I've been shot.
Ah, it's you. Walking, talking, though.
Yes, but
Great. Any other complaints?
I've been bad and I want someone to abuse me.
Oh, it's you. I know a woman skilled at that sort of thing over in Jamrock, but I wouldn't want to inflict you upon her. Best of luck, detective.
I guess that's it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you
Okay, good. Let me talk with this guy.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
He assesses the situation. Alive and limping.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
He nods thoughtfully.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
I'm still looking around, loose threads to tie up.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
By the way, you're not angry with me anymore.
Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding a grudge. It's okay. You've been through enough. We are what we are. And you're a cop.
Right, a few more questions before I go.
Shoot. Sorry, man. Didn't mean it like that. Ask away.
I met the lady driver on my investigation. She's called Ruby.
Okay.
He seems a little apprehensive.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? Telling him is a really bad idea. The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Let's see what I want to say here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't tell him. Yeah, that's it. Can't share anymore.
That's probably for the best. You keep your job to yourself. With a job like yours, you have to.
That's all for now. Bye. Alright, what else do I got here? Let me keep coming this way. Kind of want to check Ruby's truck again, now that I've kind of met her.
A lorry abandoned by its owner, stuck in the interminable traffic jam.
Let me open the door.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Nothing new there. Let me see about the old lady. She's no longer here. Okay. Let me go north. It's like pretty much every lorry driver has left. It's like no one left here. Mañana's still here. Hello, Mañana. Let me go talk to him.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Danger comes with the boyadero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
Right, so where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
You can't help me get inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's going to happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
He gives you a small wink and shrugs. What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am.
He surveys the red flags draped from the harbor gates.
Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Try not to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
His grin is as wide as a desert. Good talking to you. Gotta run. Let me check up here, see what else is going on. Looks like Measurehead is gone. There's that crate. Could have sworn I forgot to loot this crate, but I can't mess with it, so I don't know. And looks like this door is going to be locked now. Yeah, it's locked. You know, I'm going to buy more items for my morale, because I almost died a couple times there. Remember when I was confronting Ruby, I had to put points into endurance to stay alive? Let me make sure I got some items.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope so. Okay, here. I hope...
Okay, that should be plenty, I think. Now what? Let me keep going south. Need to go talk to the pawn shop guy. Let me talk with this one.
Wow!
Wow, what?
A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is? Cool! That's cool!
He nods and settles back into the pile of boxes. I'll leave you to it for now. There's a little dot up here. Let me check that out. Ah, the hawthorn tree. Footfall within. Not human. Up there? The phasmid, perhaps? No, you know it's but a dog. So there was a thing here with this truck that said come back after the investigation, right? I don't know if that really meant anything, but I've already checked all these crates. I've checked the hawthorn tree. Let me go in here. Okay, Roy.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics.
You're calling this politics?
In its purest form. Now, what can I do for you?
I have other business to take care of now. So the thing is, there's still this light here. Remember, I think it's like $1,000 or something?
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
So, yeah, it's 700. I can't buy it. I wonder if it's even possible. I'm trying to think, like, have I even made $700 total if I hadn't even bought anything? and sold everything I had, is it even possible to get 700? Maybe. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. There's nothing else you need to know about the light. Let's get out of here. Now what? Well, let me go talk with Kuno and check out the apartments, maybe. I bet Kuno will have something to say about everything that's gone down.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Who's saying that?
People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
He says, looking at you and your pathetic limp.
Feels good for some reason.
Okay, I'm off.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Kuno starts doing the I got my eye on you gestured repeatedly. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can go through the shack to get into the harbor. The sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Yeah, let's try that. Oh no, remember I had to jump? That's right, I don't think I can get in. I had to jump with the jacket to finish getting through here. Yeah, it's not possible. Okay. Well, I tried, okay? It would have been great to sneak into Everett's office. He would be so surprised to see me. Very good. Let me check out the apartments, maybe? Oh, I also need to check out in here. Let me go here. Let me talk to the dice maker. Oh, I need my flashlight, don't I? Nothing new or interesting in these parts. Ah, the lieutenant's in the way. So for some of you guys that already know this game, I apologize if it feels like I'm getting sidetracked, but I really like to try and fully explore things instead of just going to the objectives, so I hope you can appreciate that.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
So she has nothing new for me. I'm gonna leave. Let me go on through and talk with the librarian. Or wait a second, how do I get out of here? I forgot. Come through here. This way. Yeah, and down this way into the gym. The barbell of doom. Let's see what the librarian has for me, if anything.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
I'm the one who got shot here, ma'am.
Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this.
She rubs her pendant between her fingers, thinking.
Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes! It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element.
She nods to herself.
I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Sounds like a plan. Life must go on after all.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Determination shines in her eyes. Farewell for now, book peddler. So I've already bought out every book here and read them all.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Okay, to the apartments I go. Now let me go in this way and I'll come out the other way.
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. Thanks, I'm off. She has nothing new for me. Let me put my gun back on. There you go. Looking sick. Anything here? I've already been here. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Oh.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Anything in the fridge? Nope. Maybe, I thought that maybe would have unlocked like an item in the fridge or something, but I guess not. Let me go up in the balcony. I don't think Cindy the Skull is here. She left her message and left, but maybe she left something in her room? No, nothing new here. Let me go to the other end. Not gonna reinvestigate all these little rooms. I don't think there's a point in that. Just gonna get out of here. Gary's place, can I still not go in here?
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
Okay. Let me sneak up on Kuno S again.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Alright. So I think I am done here in the main area of Martinez. I think now I can go to the fishing village, but I think that's the way to the island. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go teleport to the church, see if anybody in the church has anything new to say, and then I'll teleport to the fishing village from there. Yeah, let's go to the church. And remember, I'm only going to walk in the church, so let me take my caps lock off here. Oh yeah, this is the place where the pail swallows my frame.
Dance is back. I'm dancing with the god of dance.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Yeah, sorry about the frame drops here, guys.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Take care, Noid.
Hot cop.
She nods to you with respect and turns off her recording device. I got shot in the leg.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
She shrugs, eyes glazed over.
Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Actually, that's it for now. Oh no! I double-clicked and ran. Oh man. I ran into church. That sucks. Oh, here's the meth lab. Tanks of distilled water. Those are fed bottles. This looks like a tiny chemistry lab. Gonna zoom in a lot. That might help with my frames. Sorry, I know it's super zoomed in. I'm just trying to reduce the load on my computer here. The pail swallowing those frames, man. I can't believe it.
Yes, what is it?
Nothing new here. Right, I'll let you work in peace now. And then Egghead, of course.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Alright, Egghead. Goodbye. Nothing from him either. Again, I don't know what else to do but to apologize for the performance in here. We'll be out of here momentarily. Man, I ran for one split second in there, and now I feel like I ruined a possible secret achievement. I don't know why I'm so convinced there's a secret achievement for that, but I feel like I am. Oh, you know what? Let me try to call the ex-wife again. Blood drips from your knuckles to the sand. Drip, drip, drip.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue as you look at the handset. Life is garbage.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I did a lot of diagnosing. I don't think you guys care about this, but I'm going to explain it anyway. After that episode in the church where I was having performance issues, I did a little bit of diagnosing, and basically, it's time for me to upgrade my computer. I got this computer way back in the day, and I have a GeForce GTX 1080 Ti graphics card. I have two of them in SLI, but a few years ago, they stopped supporting SLI, so the video cards are a little bit obsolete. And then whenever you're recording, you would think that you can dedicate one of the graphic cards directly to recording. And I won't bore you with the technical details, but that's not actually how it works. So functionally, I'm running on just one graphics card, and the TI 1080 was never really designed for 4K recording and gameplay. And so it's held up really, really well, but now it is starting to show its age a little bit. I did do a lot of diagnostic testing, and whenever I am in the church there, the GPU usage just jumps up, and then trying to record in 4K on top of that, that's what's dropping the frames in there. So I apologize about it. I am in the process of possibly getting a new computer, so I don't have this issue moving forward with other games. Anyway, that's that. Let me go to the fishing village. Let me talk with her.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
I guess you were right. The men with guns were coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Goodbye. I'm off. Let me talk to Lillian.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you. She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
I'm a cop. I don't merely exist in this world. I live in the between life and death.
Everyone does that, in a way. You don't have to get shot for that.
She waves her hands dismissively.
What happened to you anyway? We heard gunshots from the town. They were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You didn't only get shot.
I dodged the second shot. I can also get not shot.
Well, good for you.
She smiles. You should see the other guys. They're all dead.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead.
I was a killer long before this happened.
Aye. Not a lot of RCM men who aren't killers.
She nods solemnly.
She knew you were one when you took her to Land's End.
I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. Its wind's still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
She points to her skiff next to the jetty. 2 days of sunshine? I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
What's on that island? I saw some kind of ruins through the binoculars.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You said you haven't been there yourself. Who has then, if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
She points to the 2 kids playing on the concrete yard.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
What if I want to rock?
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
Is there anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. Alright, let me take a look here. Yeah, there's the skiff. Looks like I can go. Let me go talk to the kids about the island. There's really not much left for me to do before going there, I think. I think I've examined most areas and talked to almost everybody. Let me talk to the homeless people and then the kids, and we'll go from there.
Man, you're like bleeding now. Reality's really messed you up.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat all those really long stories that he told me. Be seeing you.
The legend! He's back. And thirsty. I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
I'm off.
Don't call. Don't call her.
The drunk man speaks in his sleep. Drool dribbles from the left side of his mouth and down his jacket lapel. It's kind of tragic. I feel like my cop is going to end up like him one day. Just repeating, don't call Dora. Don't call Dora. Dora's the ex-wife's name, right? Let him sleep it off.
There's no waking him from his stupor. His mind is elsewhere.
Alright, children. Tell me about this fortress.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to that island, right?
On that island?
The one who's busy kicking the stone points to the bay. Yes, that one. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great.
The boy pauses to think with his finger in his mouth.
And we make a fire. We make a fire.
The other one butts in.
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
His brother nods.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
Wait, you mean shells?
I don't know what those are.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on the island?
No.
The boy answers, shaking his head vehemently.
Yes.
His brother looks at him, then at you.
Let's go with yes.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows and whips out his notebook. Why is he the fire guy?
Because...
The boy pauses to think.
Because he asks to put the fire out.
The other explains. Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
The other one adds laconically, standing with his hands glued to his sides like a little tin soldier. You mentioned something about lights?
I don't know.
Starts one of them. It's hard to tell which one now.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the street light.
Yes.
The boy looks at his toes. Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times.
The other nods.
He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
The first one pauses to think, then comes to some kind of conclusion. By the way, the voice acting in this game overall is really, really good, but these 2 kids are spectacular. It must be so hard to get kids to voice act this, but it feels very realistic. This feels like what you would get if you are trying to talk to a couple of kids who don't really understand things that they're telling you about.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
They say almost in unison. How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
His brother punches him. The boy's eyes well up like he's about to start crying.
A dull pain flashes through your mind.
You gonna say nothing?
I'm sorry.
The one says to the other, rubbing his brother's shoulder affectionately, "Is that all you know? Is there anything more you can tell me about the island?" The boy says, rubbing his eyes. It's clear that he has no intention of finishing the sentence.
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
The lieutenant looks at you. Bye, kids. Take care. Maybe Lily knows something.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace?
There was a phasmid in it. I was trying to catch it.
Oh. Okay.
She nods seriously. Goodbye.
Bye!
Okay, nothing else in here. Alright. Very good. So I think we're ready to go to the island, and that's a perfect point to stop this episode at. I hope you're excited. It looks like there's one more area for me to investigate anyway. Definitely got some leads from those kids. It sounds like there is somebody on that island. And then also the trajectory of the bullets with a red yarn. It seems like our killer is indeed there. That's what it seems like anyway. We'll find out next time. Maybe. See you then.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.